Hello and welcome to Saturday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where I'm recording this video far too late. It's just turned 6 p.m. and this video is meant to go live in 2.5 hours. Therefore, I really hope I'm going to be able to solve it, and with relative alacrity. It's a puzzle called Hitlines it's a collaboration between Marty Sears, no less, and Ratfinkz. And apparently this is absolutely wonderful. What did someone describe it as? Somebody sent it in and suggested a title to us. They said, it's a puzzle that starts simple and ends genius. Whatever that means. It's fog of war. And it's got a constraint that I think Ratfinkz may have invented called hitlines. I don't remember if I've done a hitlines puzzle. I don't think I've done a hitlines puzzle before, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it's got, I think, 3 stars out of 5 for difficulty, and I will read you the rules of this one in a moment or two's time. Before I do that, and before I do the birthdays, I will give a quick, let's do a quick update on our competition over on Patreon. My screen has obviously moved about again. We've got this Neurokabi puzzle pack by Blobs. With no less than 10 Sudokus themed on the great Japanese logic problem Neurokabi, with a couple of bonus puzzles as well. So where were we? We're over 1,000 as of yesterday. Let's reload and see where we were. It's still going up with a plum, isn't it? Absolutely sensational. I am so thrilled that so many of you who do the first puzzle are, continuing to battle with the later puzzles. I think it's a real testament to Blobs' skill as a constructor, actually, that he sort of ropes you in and makes you want to keep going. So you've still got plenty of time, 5 more days left before the competition closes. So if you'd like to win the chance to make a Sudoku video that will appear on the channel, do enter and have a crack. Other than that, let me look at my list of birthdays. Let me look at this. So what can we say? We can say a very happy birthday to Dave. Dave, your partner Katie wrote in and said that you enjoy the channel a lot, and could we celebrate your birthday? We certainly can. Dave, I hope you have a great day today, with of course a large slice of heavily iced chocolate cake. Now, somebody whose birthday is actually tomorrow, although today their time, is in Australia. So it's your birthday on Sunday. I'm obviously recording this on Saturday, Alicia, and you're turning 21. So huge congratulations on that. I gather you're studying to be an English teacher, and you claim to be atrocious at maths, but that these Sudokus are helping you. Oh, is this going to have any maths today? Hitlines. Might be a little bit of adding. Might be a little bit of adding today. I don't think it's going to get more mathematical than that. But Alicia, I hope you have a great birthday. Not sure where in Australia you are, but it's a country I love very much indeed. Next, we'll cross oceans and go to Colorado, or at least one ocean, and say happy birthday to Kelly. Kelly, your wife Kristen wrote to us. And said that you enjoy the channel, and the first day of every month has been designated puzzle day in your household, because you tackle the Patreon reward. Well done on that. And Kelly, I hope you have a great birthday. As Colorado is a state I have a lot of affection for. I've been to Vail quite a few times, in the Rocky Mountains. My goodness, what a beautiful place. Next we'll say happy birthday to Thomas. Thomas, who's also turning 21 today. Your friend Megan wrote to us, Thomas, and said that you are one of the kindest people she has ever met, and she really appreciates you being there for her. So, Thomas, well done. Kindness is an underestimated trait, in my opinion, and I hope you have a great birthday today, with lots of cake, of course. And then we'll go to New Jersey. I meant to say New Jersey. That was appalling. That was so bad. Anyway, I apologise for that. But DJ, it's your birthday today. And I know this because your wife Ashley wrote to us. And I'm delighted. I'm so thrilled when I hear this. But DJ and Ashley have 3 children. Luna, who's 7. Maisie, who's 5. And Finnick, who's 4. And they all watch the channel now. Isn't that fantastic? DJ and Ashley, well done on getting your children involved in logic puzzles at such young ages. I think it will only do them good in later years. And DJ, I hope you have a great birthday. Now, with that said and done, let's have a look at this Fog of War puzzle by Marty and by Ratfinkz. I should just mention, I forgot, I don't mention our apps very much. We have a Fog of War app. It's really brilliant. And I'll try and remember to put a link on the screen in case you might be interested. Anyway, let's have a look at the rules of the puzzle. We have got normal Sudoku rules applied. So we have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. By the way, the grandfather clock is slow. If you just heard it chime six times, it is slow. It is now 6:06 in real time. Anyway, entering correct digits may clear the fog. So it's not. So it's dynamic Fog of War. I think this is sometimes called. May clear the fog somewhere in the grid. No guessing is necessary. So that means if we got this cell, it might clear. Might clear the fog in this cell, or it might clear the fog in that cell or that cell. Nor in normal Fog of War, if you get this cell, it will clear all that fog. But in this puzzle, that's not necessarily going to be the case. Right, digits along a beige hit line do not repeat. So there's no repeated digits in those cells. What a very helpful rule. My watch is. Why is my watch doing that? I've got one of these watches, and it's a smart watch, but it doesn't make me feel very smart. Anyway, the number on a blue circle or 2-digit pill reading downwards or left to right points to the first cell, position 1 along a hit line. It does indeed. So that's the first cell, is it, along a hit line, and indicates the total of any digits that equal their position number along that hit line. Now there is an example. It says on a 4-cell hit line, let's draw a 4-cell hit line. Let's do our own example. So we'll have a line there, and we'll imagine that's pointing at this. Now, if the sequence of digits read, I'm going to use small digits in case one of these happens to be correct, 1, 6, 9, 4, starting from the cell being pointed at, we'll say it's this one, is the one being pointed at, then the total, the blue total would be 5, the sum of the 1 and the 4. Yes, I see, because the 1 is in position 1 on the line, so it contributes towards this total. The 4 is in the 4th position, so it contributes to the total. The 6 is in the 2nd position, so they don't match, so that doesn't contribute. For this to contribute, it would have had to be in a 2. For this to contribute, it would have to be a 3. That's very clear. I understand that, actually. And that's the end. In fact, that's the end of the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play Let's Get Cracking. So, okay. So I mean, the maximum this line could add up to, or if this was a 1, it would contribute 1 to this total. If that was a 2, it would contribute 2. So the best you can do on this line is to put every digit in its correct position, and that would make this 15. But that's wrong, because that would put a 1 here. Well, that has to be a 1. It can't be a 0. This is really weird. I think this might have to be 12. That's my best guess so far. But I'm just going to think a bit harder about that. That definitely has to be 1. So the 1 is definitely in the wrong position. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think this is a 12 with a 3, 4, 5. I think that's the only way we can find sort of equilibrium between the various options that we're trying to deal with. Because the moment we make this bigger than 12, if we made it 13, for example, how would we get to 13 along the line? The only way of getting to 13 given the 1 would be wrong, it would be impossible to get to 13. You can't get to 14, you can't get to 15. Once the 1 is off, well, you could get to 14, but only if the 2, 3, 4, and 5 were all correct, and then this would be a 1-4 pair, and that would mimic the 4. So that doesn't work. 13, you'd need to miss out. Oh no, yeah, 30, but you can't get to 13 if you've missed the 1. That's wrong. And you can't get to 15. So this does have to be 12. That didn't clear any fog. And that didn't clear any fog. But, okay, these can't be. So this has to be 3, 4, and 5 is the way we're going to add up to 12. Okay, that did work. That's a relief. And we get a new line to consider. But this has a single-digit total. Okay, so I'm going to do that trick again. Well, okay, that cell doesn't count towards the total. Yeah, by Sudoku, this is a 1-2 pair. This line's much easier than this line, isn't it? Because this can't be a 3, therefore cannot be correct. If only one of these 2 digits was in its correct position, it would be the same as the blue circle, which is obviously going to break Sudoku rules. So we need at least 2 digits to be correct. So that's going to have to be 1, 2, and they sum to 3. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm getting the idea. Now, well, again, this is a 1, 2, 3 line, isn't it? Well, in terms of the options, 1, 2, 3 would be the maximum. So 6 is the maximum for this square. So it's 6, 5, or 4, because it can't be 1, 2, or 3. And if that was a 2, 2 would be restricted in box 7. Because 2 couldn't repeat on the line. Hang on, what are we doing here? We know this is a single digit total because this line can only add up to a maximum of 6. If it's 6, this is 1, 2, 3. That would put a 2 here, a 1 in one of those. I don't actually see what to do. This is classic. It's classic Marty. I'm not going to accuse Ratfinkz of doing this. It's classic Marty. Because there's nothing to see. It must be easy. There's nothing to do. Hang on. What? Oh no. Okay. All right. The 3 is correct. Because otherwise you can only add. These would only add up to a maximum of 3, and that can't be a 3. So the 3 is correct. Ah, okay. That was a very generous reveal of fog. Looks like sort of a battleships puzzle. So do I not know now whether these are... I'm not sure. I'm not sure I do know whether these are actually correct or not yet. All right, let's think about the new line. How long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, and which one is the tens digit? How does this work? The number on a blue pill or a 2-digit pill reading downwards. Right, so this is the tens digit, this is the units digit, and this can't be 1 or 3. Now, can it be 4? No, and that is a secret, reveals that to me. Well, the secret is why I did it quickly. There are many ways of doing it quickly, but let me just explain. It's something I share with only my very favourite people. If you're watching me still, you're definitely one of my favourite people. The secret is that all 9 different Sudoku numbers sum to 45. Now this line is an 8-cell line, so there cannot be a 9 contributing to its total. because it would have to be a length 9 line with a 9 in the 9th position. And therefore, we can say the maximum sum of this line is 45 minus 9, which is a number that doesn't begin with a 4, it's 36. So this digit is a 2. That is what we are learning there, I think, because it can't be 1 or 3. So that digit is not a 2. And that can't be a 3. So that is a 1. This is a 4 by maths. 1 is in one of those squares by Sudoku. 4 can't be in the correct position on this line. 2 is in one of those squares. I have a feeling that Marty and Ratfinkz might find it funny to make me do Sudoku now. Let me just look at this. Can we do... I feel like... It does feel like a low-digit dominated puzzle in the sense that because any line is obviously going to have low digits on it to create a total that counts, we're going to get much more restriction on low digits than high digits, I feel. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing now. Right, let's think about this. So 1 can't be correct, 2 can't be correct, 3 could be correct, unfortunately. 4 can't be. 5, well, we don't know anything about 5s, 6s, 7s or 8s, do we? So the maximum total of this line is 29, actually, so that could be a 9. Right, okay, so here's the way I can see something as useful here. Imagine the 8 didn't contribute to the total. If the 8 doesn't contribute, we're adding a maximum of 5, 6, 7 and 3 together to get 21. Well, that can't be 21, so that doesn't work. So the 8 does count, so that's an 8. That's a 2 by Sudoku. There's a 2 over there by Sudoku now. And 7, 19, 22 also doesn't work. So now I'm going to make the 7 have to appear. Because again, if the 7 doesn't appear in the total, we also get an invalid. We get a 22 here at maximum. And if we drop out another digit, we get into teenage territory. And we no longer want to be in teenage territory. So, actually, I would love to be in teenage territory again. I haven't been a teenager for an awful long time, and it would be most restorative. Right, do we need to have... Yes, we do. We need to have the 6 as well. It's the same point again. If the 6 didn't contribute, we'd be on 15 contributing. We could have the 5 and the 3 maximum for 23. That won't work by Sudoku. And if we take out any one of the 3 and the 5, we're going to get to a teenage or a 20 number. We can't put 0 here. So we do need a 6. So now we're on 21. Still 29 is possible. Okay, so how many... So 29 is possible. 24 is possible. 26 is possible. That would be if the 5 was in, but the 3 wasn't. And that is okay. So there are 3 possibilities. 24, which puts the 3 in. 26, which puts the 5 in. And 29, which puts both in. And one of those is correct. And somehow or other, we are supposed to know... I'm supposed to know how to do that, apparently. How on earth do I do that? Oh, I see. Okay, what we do is we don't think about the total. We think about Sudoku-y stuff. Yeah, because remember you can't repeat a digit on the beige lines. So that 8 can't go there. Now that means, where does it go in column 1, look. Doesn't go there, doesn't go there, doesn't go there. It goes there. That's where it goes. That didn't clear fog. We might be able to do other tricks like that, though. He says, trying to figure out how. Oh, you naughty pea. Look at that. I got one. I don't often get one, but that is a naked single, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the row. 6, 7, 8 in the box. That's a 9. Oh, no, it didn't clear fog. Okay, these are 6, 7, 8. And what do I need in here now? 3, 4, 5, is it? Okay, I'm going to put... I am going to put 3, 4 and 5 in. I'm going to make that square a different colour, just to remind me. So this square and this square are the ones that could potentially be in the correct position. Okay, that's not a 3. That's not a 4. And that one we don't seem to know about, do we? What do we need in this column? 4, 5, 6. So that's 5 or 6. And that's 4, 5 or 6 bobbins. Okay. Okay. Got something. Right. That is no longer able to be a 3, look. Because if that was a 3, you couldn't put 3 in this box anymore. Because if that's 3, 3 comes out of here and the 3 can't repeat on the line. So that loses its greenification. But does... So that has to be in, doesn't it? So actually, oh, that's really good. Because that removes 2 of the options. Getting rid of 3 from here takes care of 29 and takes care of 24. So it is 26. So it's 26, this is a 5, this is a 3, this is a 4, this is a 5, because the C's the 6, this is a 6, and now there's probably a whole, yeah, I can do 4 there by Sudoku. This is nice, where's 5 in this box? It can't repeat on its line, so it goes there. 5, 1. These squares are 7, 8, 9. These squares are 3, 7, 9, I think. Oh, well, that's good, because 7's been on the line already. So 7 has to go here. 3. This is. Oh, I've got something appeared up there. That's probably a good thing. 5, 7, 8 into these squares. And I don't know what to do. Well, it's got to be this one, hasn't it? That's definitely in the wrong position, because that would have to be a 1 to be in the correct position. So, we're going to have some low digits counting on this line. And the reason I say that is, imagine there was a, how long is this line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Imagine there was a 7 on the line there and it counted. Well, that's not going to work, because then that would be a 7 as well. So there needs to be at least one low digit counting on the line. So it looks like that could be 2. That can't be 3. Oh, that could be 4. 5 won't work, 6 won't work, 7 could work. But 7 can't work here, because 1 can't work. It's the only total we could get to. We can't get to 9. This can't be 9 because of this. So that can't be 7, because we'd be adding at least 2 to it. And if we added nothing to it, it would be double 7. So oh, I see. So it has to be 2 and 4 adding up to 6. That's the only way that can work now. So 2, 4, 6. It's not clearing fog. Actually, that's a little bit worrying that that hasn't cleared fog. Oh, I know what it'll be. Oh no, it's fine. 3. Where's 3 in that box? I was going to say it's going to have to be making sure we don't put digits in the correct position, but it's not. It's simpler. It's where does 3 go in the box, and it goes there. Oh, bingo! More delights to investigate. 1, 7, 8, 9. So 8 is definitely in one of those squares. 7 is in one of those 2 squares, isn't it? Because 7 can't go on the end of the line. We worked that out. One is in one of 2 places. No, okay, I'm not sure. Maybe we have to look at this line next. I've got a feeling I'm meant to be able to do better here, but I can't see how to do it. That can be 1, 8 or 9. 9 is totally free to go wherever it likes, because it can never be on the correct position. Is the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, that is, well, okay, that line is of length 9, so this could have, oh, no. Oh. No, oh gosh, I suddenly thought I can't put 9 anywhere, but of course 9 can go anywhere, providing, yeah. Okay, this is not a 9. Oh, no, hang on, how does it work? That is not a 9. Because if that was a 9, it would count, and that would be a 9 as well. So although this is a length 9 line, hang on, there's something bugging me about this. It's whatever this digit is. I don't know. I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be something like. Assume some of those digits are correct. Where do those digits go in this box is what I think it's going to be about. Because this is a weird shape. Like that cell, if that was 1, 2, 3, if that was a 4, oh no, that would work, because it wouldn't appear on the line. But something else would have to be included as well, or the line would add up to 4. Okay, look, we're going to have to, I think we're going to have to do due diligence. 1 would work, unfortunately, on the line immediately. 2 would not work. 3 would not work, actually. 4, well, we just worked out that would work, I think. 5 would not work. 6 would work. 7 would work. 8 would not work. 9 would not work, because 8 wouldn't work by Sudoku. 9 we worked out. If that's 9, that has to be 9, because it's a single digit total and they'd be the same number. So we're looking at some combinations of 1s, 4s, 6s and 7s, but we're adding up to a single digit total. So it's actually very cleverly, okay, it's really clever this, because look, those 3 cells all see this blue circle. So individually it's not possible for those to just be the number. Imagine 4 was here, it would have to go there if it was not. So there must be another number as well as 4, which would have to be 1. And in fact, I think that 1 has to be in. Because if it wasn't, imagine the 1 wasn't in. We know none of these can individually be in, so we'd have to combine them, and combining any 2 of them is going to get to a double-digit total. So that is a 1, definitely. Okay, and now that this is a 1. By the logic, you can't repeat the digit on the line. 1 can't go in those, so that is a 1. That's classic Marty as well. I don't mean to take anything away from Ratfinkz, but that's just something Marty would find funny. In my opinion, that's what Marty would do. He would just find that funny. So these are 7, 8, 9. Whoops, that's not 8. That's not 7. Is there any possibility now of getting this line wrong? We know the 2 and the 4 had to be correct. Everything else had to be wrong, but they're all definitely wrong. So, okay, so that, right. So we've got to now, so 1 is down there by Sudoku. And how does this work then? How are we going to actually make more progress here. Oh, this is making me feel silly. Is this line doing more than I think it is? I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, 9 in the row, I can see it can't go here, so it's in one of two places. 8 could go in either of those positions, or it could be here. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, but we have to treat this, because numbers can't repeat on a line. Yeah, I think this is what's been nagging away at me. This is like an extra region of the puzzle. So, for example, I have to put 3 and 4 on this line somewhere. I have to, otherwise I'll end up with a repeated digit. Where's... nearly. Well, yes, got it. That's beautiful. So where's the 4? Well, the 4 can't go in those squares, and it can't go there. And if it was there, it would be in the correct position, and that won't work. So it's got to go here, I think. And now where's the 3 on the line? And it has to go here. This is very nice indeed. Now that digit needs to appear on the line, and it has to go there. And therefore that's telling us that this is a 7. Both of these are 7s. And that means that's 8, that's 9, that's 7. These digits are now something. I want to say 5, 6 and 9. These digits are now 2 and 8. And that we know the order of. 2, 8. And are any of these in hang on, are any of these in the correct position? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can't be 6. That's no, those are okay. So this is 5 or 9. Oh, this is gorgeous. Again, it's the same point. Where does that digit go in this box? It can't repeat on its own line, so it's forced to be there, and therefore it's 5. There we go. So these are, isn't it? It's just a delightful puzzle, actually. It's just delightful. Now, that's an 8 by Sudoku, so that's a 7. That did clear the fog. This is a 6-9 pair. This column needs 1, 3, 4 by the looks of things. That's good. That's a 3 naked single. That's, I think that's right. Feels right. So this is a 1, 4 pair. 3 is there by Sudoku. That did clear fog. Nearly. 1 in this box is in one of two places. 4 in this box is in one of two places. I'm going to have to get something else here. Otherwise, we're going to be left with an unsolvable puzzle, aren't we? Because this is not going to solve from a Sudoku perspective. That's a bit surprising, actually. Of course, you can't repeat 1 on a line. That would be sensible if I could actually remember things. So that's a 1. That's cleared a load of fog. Now, can we do... We've got all the low digits in this row. So 6, so that's an 8 or a 9 by Sudoku. That's 6, 7, 9. This one, which is on a line that comes from here, is 6, 8 or 9. So it's wrong. It's wrong, isn't it? That's definitely not contributing to the total of this line. Well, how do we do this then? If How do the graphics work? I don't think this can be a blue circle. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is not a blue circle. Because if it was a blue circle, the most this could be would be a 1-2 pair, and they would add up to 3, and that won't work. Oh, hang on. Could we have a 3-digit total? I didn't think of that. 1. Oh, hang on. Well, that's in the wrong position. No. So, sorry, I was sort of pontificating. The line did sort of went up here, and that was a blue circle. So this would be position 1, this would be position 2, and that would be position 3, and the line would score 0, so that doesn't work. So okay, so this line, which goes there, doesn't... So if that was a blue circle, that's still absolutely impossible, because nothing could be in the correct position. So I think this has to come to at least here. 1, 2 in the corner. So 2 could be in the correct position. 4 couldn't be. So again, that wouldn't work. It's not long enough. So I now think it might be necessary that this joins to this. I'm not sure about that. But it's certainly possible, I think. Not quite sure how to do this, actually. Is that... Can the lines cross themselves? Because I've just had a horrible thought. Could it do that? Let me just read the rules again. It doesn't say they can't. I don't think it does anyway. I'm just going to reread it again really quickly. Digits along a beige hit line do not repeat. The number on a blue... Yeah, so maybe we could have something more complicated, and I haven't thought that through. So if that was blue, 2, 4... No, that can't be a 4, so that still doesn't work, even if it's a weirdly longer line. But if it's a weirdly longer line to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that still doesn't... No, it still doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So I think... The thing is, I don't know how it moves under the fog here. Although maybe if it... Hang on. If it did do that sort of rinky-dinkage, I'm imagining it, wouldn't I see evidence of that line? I think I probably... I'm actually not sure. I can't see that, though. I'm not very good at spotting things that emerge from corners of fog, so okay. But I do think... I still think this line has to get out of box 9. Which makes me think it's likely to be the same as that one. Well, actually, especially... Yeah, okay, maybe this is not the way to do it. Maybe it's actually better to think about this. Because this line... Yeah, here you go. Here you go. What digit could possibly count? Imagine this circle just went in those cells. What digit could count in those cells? Well, there's no possibility of putting 1s or 3s or 4s in any of those cells. So the only digit that could count would be a 2. And that would then be a 2 as well. So that won't work. So we have to get outside this box with this, which is going to bump it into this one. So there is some combination. I don't quite know how it moves there. But this is a single digit total. And okay, so the only thing that can be contributed down here is a 2. No matter what path this takes to get out of the box. But then we don't know, do we? Because we don't know what digit this is along the line, although it couldn't count and be 4 or 5. What could this digit be? 289. Well, that's this doesn't count. It doesn't matter what, again, it doesn't matter what route we take. We've gone into this square, so that's going to be position 1. So that we can't just jump to that square. So this can't be correct position 2, and it clearly can't be correct position 8 or 9, because that's at best going to be over here. So this doesn't count, so we're still on a count of 2 by the time we get to this square, which could be 4, 5, or 7. But it can't be correct 7. Because the line would be of length 10. I mean, actually, couldn't you have correct 10? Maybe you... No, because you can't repeat digits on the line. So we can't have a length 10 line. So that can't be correct 7, but it could be correct 4? Yes, it very much could be. Could be correct 4. Yeah, we should look at this. What can that be? 5, 6. Actually, it can't be 6, you know, because where's 6 in this row? And the answer is there. So it's not 6. 7. Maybe. 8, no. 9. Maybe. 5. So it's odd. It's odd, and we might be adding a 2 to a number. So if we did add, if that is a correct 4, and we're adding 2 to it, we're still on an even number, so something odd needs to happen over here. 5 or 7 or 9 have to... Well, the only position where 9 could be correct is there. And if that was a correct 9, that would also be a 9. So the 9 is not counting on this line, is what I'm saying. So 5 or 7 have to count. Okay, where's the counting 7 on this line? That's a 7. There is no possibility of a counting 7, because that can't be a counting 7. So there is a counting 5 on this line. But I don't know where it goes. Oh, Bobbins McBobbins face. Because the reason I don't know where it goes is it could go there, I think. If that was 4 and that was 5, it would work. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, but, okay, there must be a counting 5, because otherwise we're on an even total. So that counting 5 must be down here, because that can't be counting 5. That line is way too long for that to be counting 5. So counting 5 is in one of those, but actual 4 is in one of these. So this is a 4-5 pair. And does that make... Well, no, it doesn't necessarily make... Oh, it doesn't... Actually, it doesn't help at all. But okay, so if 2 was counting... I see, yeah, if 5's counting and 2's counting, we get counting 7. So hang on, has this actually helped me at all? 6 is in one of those cells. No, that's not helpful. Bobbins, oh no! 6 is in one of these. 7. Where is 7 in this box? The answer is here. And that's useful, because that makes this a 6. Oh, and actually, also, it takes 7 out of here and here. 2. This is, okay, 289. Oh, nearly. Very nearly. That can't be 2. That can't be 8. But it's not resolved. Alright, this column then. 4, 5, 6. No. 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 Okay, hang on then. Let's think again. It's now 5 is counting. Oh, can we use the thing about not repeating digits on lines somehow? How would that work? Well, no, I don't think it does work. Oh, yes, it does. It does work. Oh, it's easy. Oh, it's beautiful. Ah, got it. Right. Where's 5 in box 8 is the question. And the answer by Sudoku is there. It's in the thingy. I didn't clear the fog. Alright, that's a 7 or a 9 by Sudoku. So, okay, so the 4 here is not counting. Oh, this is so clever. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, imagine, we know the 5 is counting. So imagine I put the 5 here. Well, then the 4 is here. Oh, unless it does a rinky-dink. No, if the 5 is correct here, we can't get to that square before that one. So the 4 would be correct on the line. And that's impossible, because if the 4 is rendered correct, that ought to be a 9. So the 5 is correct and has to precede the 4 there. So this is 4. Okay, and the line doesn't do a rinky-dink, so whatever I was seeing there was not true. Right, so how long is... So the 5, 6, 7... That can't be an 8 now. Because if it was an 8, it would be correct. So that is 2 or 9. And that doesn't help, apparently. That's 2, 8 or 9. And, okay, and so how does this help me? Or does it not help me? That's the next question. 5 is correct. That's position 4. That's position 3. So I don't want the line to go here into a correct 2, do I? It's more likely that's going to be a 2, I think. Or is it something to do... Oh, that's a 6 by Sudoku. Let's do some Sudoku. If we're forced to, we'll do it. Actually, we will do it. That's now an 8. So this is not an 8. I've got a 2-9 pair here, so that's an 8. Oh, love, this is gorgeous again. I know that's a 7 now. Because 2 and 9 have appeared on the line. So that can't be another 9 on the same line. So that's a 7. 6, 9. So that's not 9. So this is 2, 8. But this isn't 2. Because again, 2's appeared on the line. So that's got to be 8. That's got to be 2. That's now a 9. That's a 2. 7, 8. That's 9, 7, 8. We've got a deadly 6, 9 pattern, which presumably is resolved by... Actually, I don't know what that's resolved by. Oh, maybe that can't be a 6 for some reason. But let's look at that in a second. Let's just try and finish off the puzzle. So, ooh, that's a 2. And that's a... No, that's a 5. Okay, and something needs to resolve this, I hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, hang on, what on earth? Oh, thank goodness for that. 9 can't repeat on the line. Oh, okay, so that's how it finishes. What a brilliant puzzle. That was spectacular. That last bit was mad. Absolutely mad. But beautiful. Is it correct? Yes. Yes, it was, and it was very fine indeed. Loved it. Marty and Ratfinkz, take a bow. Take a bow, the two of you. That was very, very enjoyable. I got it done in not the most amount of time as well. So hopefully the video will become live in time. And yeah, let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.